Seems like we are joined by the first finalist of the Chessable Masters, the world champion Magnus Carlsen. Welcome, welcome.
Yep.
Thank you.
Well played today, seemingly.
Yeah, I guess except from the opening of the first game, but I suspect after that it was pretty good.
Tell us a little bit about that first game, because we were confused at many points during it. Like, what did you feel about?
I mean, obviously I messed up quite a bit, but I think he should have gone for something more concrete early on. Like, yeah, 12b4 was probably very good. I was actually intending to play c5 then, but I suspect it loses somehow.
Yeah, even b5 forces you to go knight b8, but maybe that's not that horrible. Yeah, but
then you know, you go g4 as white, and it's pretty bad. But I think in the game I somehow managed to consolidate, and then after I gave up the pawn, I think I was fine. And then it was just maneuvering game. I think with the pawn up, he felt as though he should try and win. But I think, yeah, realistically, especially after we closed the position with f5, g5, realistically, I don't think he can really hope for a win with such a weak king potentially. And then, of course, the game ended quite abruptly with queen b3, but I'd already there on move 62, queen a7, I was playing for a win there instead of repeating moves again. And basically, I don't know how to really make progress here, but it's just such an unpleasant position. d6 never really does anything. I just move the queen, then pick up the pawn. And yeah, there's not a lot you can do really, and of course in the game it ended very quickly.
Yeah, and after rook c8, did you check? Are you already much better, or is there still?
No, knight d1 still sort of holds.
Knight d1. I thought rook e1 might have been the way to go.
No, rook e1 is also for some reason considerably better for black.
Knight d1, I think.
Rook e1, there is, for instance, rook c2, right? Rook e2, there's queen a1.
Yeah. And yeah, we can't really afford to allow this, I guess. Yeah.
Rook c2 maybe. I don't know. Even here, some sort of rook b1 seems incredibly unpleasant.
Yeah, but what I wanted to say is that if you're supposed to play knight d1 in this position, I think that is a very big indication that it's a position you'll lose in a practical game.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I don't think you can make that move.
No,
because the knight is just so well positioned normally in front of the king, protecting the pawn on e4 and so on. I don't think it's a move you can make in a practical game.
Yeah, I absolutely agree.
And then game 2 was a bit of a non-event, I suppose.
Yeah, I mean there was only one moment really after he went 15 c5. Like I was considering e4 here, and some sort of knight c3, bc3, h6. We get some kind of queen's Indian, but at some point I just couldn't be bothered. I saw that I had a draw, and I thought a draw brings me half a point closer to a conclusion. So I just thought I'm gonna do this, and then play a little more solidly in the next black game.
So it's nice to be through to the final, Magnus. And are you hoping to play Anish?
Yeah, it looks a little less likely now than it did yesterday, but I still hold out a lot of hope for that. I would obviously be happy to play Jan as well.
Sure.
But of course, it would it be special to face Anish in the final.
I think it's been building up for a while, so it'd be nice to see it. I think from a lot of the fans' perspective as well. But it looks like he's struggling a little bit today at the moment.
Yeah, I suspect he's a little bit better in this game, but it's not going to be enough.
Right.
Yeah, it's difficult to imagine Black actually losing this position somehow. I mean, yes, white is slightly better, but I'm not sure I agree with the decision to trade a2 for a7, though. Knight c3, we go rook a7, rook e7, and rook a3. But yeah, I guess rook c7 and then b5 just holds right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just not even anything significant at all.
No, it's
maybe rook a6 was maybe slightly more testing, hoping for rook b7, knight c4, but obviously Black is not obliged to blunder a pawn in one move.
Yeah, rook a6, f5.
Yeah, 5 or b5 just looks very, very drawish.
Yeah.
Rook a3 played, and yeah, I think rook c7 might be the only good move here, but it's not difficult.
Yeah. How does playing in these big tournaments that you've created, Magnus, compare to playing live chess? I mean, over the board against an opponent. Do you find it easier, harder?
Well, it's much easier, right? You can just play from home.
Yeah, roll out of bed, yeah. So,
I would say in general, it feels quite similar to other rapid tournaments, right? But yeah, I guess there's a bit of a different dynamic, maybe a little bit better, a little bit more difficult, to be concentrated and so on from home. But I think all of the players are adjusting in time, and I don't think it's much different, to be fair.
Yeah. And obviously,
but by the way, now Jan is actually kind of bungling it, but.
Yeah, I don't know why we're allowing all kinds of knight c4 play, but maybe it's actually a bit awkward.
No, knight c4 I don't think, but h4.
Yeah, h4 first and then g3 was bugging me.
Yeah. h4, rook c6, knight g3, and then knight d5. Seems like a clean pawn.
Yeah, I'm surprised because I really couldn't see what was wrong with rook c7 and then just b5 and start bringing the king over.
Yeah, Jan is just playing too quickly. Maybe rook d6 is his idea after your h4.
Hang on, h4, rook d6, and then knight d3, knight somewhere. Yeah, that's probably more. That's clever.
Yeah, I was gonna say knight c1 is probably even better.
Yeah, knight c1 is slightly stronger there.
Yeah. But okay, rook d6 is a good source. So maybe I was a bit harsh at first. Yeah, maybe it's just still a fair.
Yeah, could still be fine. Yeah, and then he will have to draw with the white pieces to force a third set. So he should be a serious favorite right now.
Yeah. So Anish has got to really try to get something from this if he can. Still waiting on the move with little time left there at the same time. And okay. No, King G3 has been played. So
King G3 is a little bit of a draw for though, right? Because after knight e2, are you like?
No, you want to go King H2.
He wants to make a safe square for the king and then go for knight d5. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
What I was going to say is that I'm not sure if Anish will try that hard in the fourth game if this is a draw. Because he knows he has another shot tomorrow.
Is that some kind of shots fired or a genuine opinion?
No, not at all. That is a genuine opinion.
saving energy or?
Yeah, you're saving it. Like you try, but you don't. I don't think you put your heart into it in the same way. That would just be my guess.
Magnus, we were talking about Peter joining in one of your competitions. Can I? Is that a possibility?
I think the fields are announced, so
yeah, I know.
There is one more tournament. The Legends tournament. So I think Peter is the legend for sure, but I'm not necessarily the one who decides.
Or Lawrence Trent, maybe Peter or Lawrence. I guess close call.
Lawrence is a legend for all the wrong reasons, unfortunately. I don't think.
Okay, he may struggle.
Yeah.
We have one more move. G3 is now being played.
Yeah, Jan actually prompted G3 and will now go back to E2, I assume, because that creates a threat of knight D4 attacking the pawn on F3. I don't know if he had a better option to meet King H2. That looked a bit artificial, but maybe it was what was required.
Is he trying to soften up the second rank, maybe, to get counterplay?
That as well, yeah, to have some counterplay options like King G2. We can maybe go Rook C6 or something, and then knight D4 and so on.
Pretty like that, yeah. And the time situation, well, niche is a little bit low, but it's a reasonably easy-ish position to play, I'd imagine. So not so important the time situation. And this is probably his big chance today to try and get something from this position. What would you say his chances are of winning this game?
Well, if he wins the pawn on B6, it becomes a genuine question if black holds or not, in particular if the rooks are still on the board, I think. That's probably right. Yeah, Magnus, if you do need, like you would prefer all the pieces on the board for 4 against 3 here.
Yeah, sure. But the knight ending is pretty good as well.
Yeah, I know people say
obviously
that.
But you prefer rook and knight.
Yeah, because I remember the one time I got that endgame in my own game, in a game which actually mattered, and I got absolutely nowhere. And I thought, either it's not as winning as I thought it was, or maybe I'm an idiot, or maybe a combination of both. But
well, this is a clever trap actually that he's set, and Jan has just fallen into it. Rook B4 now.
And Rook C4, yeah.
And Rook C4, and there we go.
No, but then we get to play F5. I think this might be a 3 against 2, which should be a draw, right?
Well, but you were there for your boy Alexenko to lose.
Oof.
You
had to go there, didn't you?
Yeah. No, obviously this is quite drawish, but it's
no. Actually, I like Anisha's choice more. Actually, he goes Rook D3, and now Jan now has a choice of basically either allowing something like this. I mean, King G8, Knight D5 is, I think, completely unconscionable. You never allow this. This looks bad. So
Jan has bungled it. There is no question about that.
Yeah, so I think he actually has to play Rook D6, Rook D8, and just give up the pawn on B6. But yeah, that also looks horrible, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, this position you genuinely lose quite a lot of the time, I think, now.
Oh, he's got Knight C2, so clearly he must see some tricks in the rook ending.
Yeah, I think he's going for the rook ending now. He will take.
Oh, so what he wants is to take on E3 and play G5. Yeah, G5's on the board.
And now he starts giving checks from the side and hoping that he generates enough counterplay. Or yeah, I guess that's the plan. Like Rook B7, Rook C3, check.
It doesn't actually look convincing at all.
And then we go Rook G2, Rook G3, and we hope this
I think Rook B7 might be a mistake. I just want to go H4 actually.
Check.
Check King E2. Check King E3 and then G4.
Yeah, that looks bad. That looks like it shouldn't hold.
Yeah, so I think he's got to go Rook C3, King E2, and then take on H4. And
then start pushing, yeah, B5 and yeah, this Yeah, this might be enough though. Rook h5, b4, rook b5, b3.
Yeah,
and
but
we
it's not pleasant, right? You go g4 and
well, I start chasing the rook very, very quickly, right? It might just be fine. Just king d6, king c6, and start attacking the.
Yeah, but king f2.
Go here. You go
Rook
rook b8, I
b8.
guess. Yeah, we go forward. And then and the king comes round, and it's actually kind of slow. Yeah. Like here, king c4.
Maybe some kind of setup with rook c2 actually holds, like king g3, b2, and then king f4. You put the rook on f2.
Ah, yeah, that looks like it might hold. So we're headed sort of a very. Hang on a second. Is g4 a move here? He's played g4. Yeah, I thought this might be interesting.
Oh, g4. That was missed.
Well, how happy are we about this though?
Probably quite happy.
b5, h5, b4.
Oh, just king e5, right?
Ah, yeah, of course. Yeah, king e5, king f4. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, this is a draw.
And now Jan should be a huge favorite to hold this. And then we end up in the situation Magnus was describing earlier, where we will see just how much heart Anish puts into trying to win with the black pieces. How easy of a draw is this though? Like rook h3, h5.
King f4, or
yeah. My point was, if you take on e4,
yeah,
I'm not sure if you draw there. That might be dangerous. Although maybe rook c3 still holds, but king f4 is probably stronger.
Come to think of it, maybe 45 h4 was a mistake.
What would you do instead?
Maybe g4.
Ah, just not allowing any of this. Yeah. But it does give me additional time to play something like b5, right? And then hope to get the rook behind. I don't know.
Yeah, rook b7 though.
b7, I wanted to give a check and go rook b3 and claim that it will be difficult for you to push h4 now.
Oh, that is a very reasonable claim. But I'm not. Okay, this becomes a bit abstract.
Yeah. So in the game, yeah, rook h3 played, h5 will be played, and then I think Jan probably should go king f4 for preference and just keep that position like king f4, and we ignore rook g6. We just start pushing the b pawn. We never touch anything on the king side here.
Yeah, that seems a trivial draw.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a sec. You can push e5.
Immediately, let's say I play b5 here. Yeah, we go. Do you include king g2, rook h4, or no?
Yeah, king g2, rook h4, and then e5. No, you just take it with the king.
I take with the king also, but how do I lose this one even? The b pawn will be faster, I think, than whatever is happening on the king side here.
Yeah. Probably white should try and make a draw now.
Yeah.
Okay. This seems to be heading to a draw, so I'm gonna be heading out.
Okay, one more game to go here, and then
yeah. Once again, thanks for stopping by, and congratulations on your victory.
Thank you very much.